Don't you miss these days? Things were better back then. Hello humans, and welcome to another episode of Gen X Gamer. So, we need to speak to these people in a language they can understand. I think the only answer is boycott. Yeah, that really is it. The latest is now Bethesda, who's openly mocking the passing of Charlie Kirk. These developers think that you can get away with it. You know, let's talk about it here. What is the reason for all this? Well, it's coddled behavior. It's a failure in parenting, obviously, and something that's been spread throughout our colleges, as you can see, because all over the video game industry you have these idiots. It doesn't matter what company you're talking about. And the only language they will understand is lower stock prices. Absolutely. You want to change behavior, you got to hurt their pocketbook. That's all we can do. But let's go over the situation here, guys, and let's look at it, from a further point of view. Stand behind, if you will, right? Just a third person view of the problem. And you have these people. They just had bad parenting, right? Oh, I feel like doing this. Oh, that's okay, honey. Oh, you got 10th place. Let me give you a participation trophy. No, you have to get better. If you want to be number one, if you want to get top 10, you got to train more. It's harder. You have a whole generation of people here whose parents failed to parent. And that's true in every single situation that you see here for the most part, right? Very few situations you have like, this guy that just got busted for Charlie Kirk, where it looks like he had decent parents and the guy was just an idiot. Just imagine every good teaching that his parents gave him, every single one were out the door once this guy got to college. And that's why we see all these idiots in the video game industry. They get indoctrinated in these dens of left-wing lunatics. And it's these professors, really some people need to be held accountable, and some people really need to be fired for teaching this kind of crap that lead to these kind of things. Of people that work in these video game companies that are just immature. For whatever reason in their life, nobody told them no. Nobody ever checked them. Oh, I feel this way. Oh, that's okay, honey. I feel like having this right now. Oh, go right ahead. They never got parented the right way, and then they never got belt to butt, let me tell you that. That's more than self-evident. This is the reason why other countries are outworking us. This is the reason why immigrants come over here and are more successful than Americans, because they're not thinking about their feelings, they're not thinking about anything else. They need a job to get done, and they do it. The reason we have such crap games coming out, mediocre games coming out, Xbox, Bethesda, Epic Games, you name it, the reason we have all this crap games coming up from these companies is because you have a group of people that have been coddled throughout their lifetime that think they have superpowers, right? Because of who they decide to sleep with. Oh, I have this preference. Oh, you can't tell me anything because I like. No. How about this? Fuck you. Fuck you like the rest of us, right? So your hobby is having testicles to chin. I don't give a fuck. I give zero fucks. And for those of you out there who think I'm going overboard, you're wrong. You have people that are openly calling for the death of Christians because of their sexual preference. I don't think so, right? Charlie Kirk was the moderate. We can't stand back and do nothing. Look at the radicalization of young people right now. Gen Z, and I can tell you this from first-hand accounts from dealing with them after this, I look moderate to them. The people that they're gravitating towards are extreme far right, where I'm going, hey, wait a minute. So we have a whole video game industry out there who feels very comfortable in mocking the death of Christians, of hating their customers openly because they think that they're better than us, people of faith. Conservatives, Republicans, it doesn't matter. If you don't agree with them politically, you are just garbage. If you don't believe in trans people, if you don't believe in that there's more than two genders, then you're just an uneducated idiot that doesn't deserve life. if you disagree with them, it means that you're not accepting their existence. No, you know, these people are just immature. Well, it's time to wake up. And far too long, YouTubers, all the major YouTubers and everybody else has been sitting there, no, we have to talk, we have to get, no, we don't. No, we don't. You don't talk to somebody that's openly calling for the death of you, for wishing death on you, regardless of who you are, your family, and everything else. You want to talk? What do you want to talk about? The method of death? What is it that you want to talk about? Bethesda, look at what they're doing right now. In the game. In-game. Put in a reference. Right? They just tweeted about it. Sweeney, what is he saying? Oh, it's freedom of speech. Freedom of speech for his developers, because he knows if he holds them into account, he's not going to have a staff, because the video game industry is a den of vipers that are not being held accountable, at least in the Western world. This is what China, and trust me, China will dominate, because they don't put up with this crap. They have no safe spaces. You know what they're dedicated to? Making good games. Bethesda, you should try that. Right? That way we don't get Starfields. Right? That way we don't get all this woke crap. Microsoft, hello? Celebrate, you know, these guys are celebrating Reach. Yeah, it was a great game before Microsoft took it over with all the crap DEI policies. Well, all this fake inclusion, and it is fake inclusion. Make no bones about it. How can it be inclusion if you exclude people of faith, which is a great majority of our country, as you can see from how they voted? Right? How can it be inclusion if every minority of faith can't even think about applying to your companies because they know they're going to go into a hostile environment where their coworkers feel very comfortable wishing their demise, treating them like second-class citizens? Why would they go work there? It is a free market. We have to let these people know, communicate to them in a language they can understand. Boycott. Until you make your voices known, until you say this is unacceptable, nothing will change. I'm tired of talking. If you want to be understanding, you be understanding. There is no understanding. There are two genders. That's what I believe. You want to believe something else, you go right ahead. But you're not going to legislate my speech. You're not going to force my speech to believe your delusion. I'll go ahead, you know, for the fun of it, I'll go ahead and pretend. You want to dress like your grandma? Right? You want to dress like your daddy? You go right ahead. What do you want me to call you? I'll call you whatever you want if it makes you feel good for a period. But that's not what I believe, and I'm definitely not going to say it's true. Those were my thoughts before. I'm going to sit there and try to get along with people. How about no? How about you're just a man in women's clothing? How about you're just a woman that dresses like a man? That's what I see. I live in objective reality. That's the world that we live in. These people in the video game industry are dehumanizing us to make it easier for them to wish violence upon us. That's what's happening here. And it's a bunch of immature people that never in their lives have had to experience people tell them, no, you're absolutely wrong. No, you know what? I don't care if you're gay. It makes no difference. That you show up to work in time? No, you're fired. I don't care if you're trans. Are you being productive? No, you're fired. Now we're not going to go to a meeting. We're not going to go to a room to find your, no, we're not going to do any of that crap. If you don't perform, you get the hell out of here. If you're producing these crap games that you are, the only way they're going to understand that they're doing a bad job is don't buy them. Don't promote them. I don't need any games. I got thousands of games to play. I don't need the latest woke crap, because I tell you, 9 times out of 10, what I have sitting back here is way better than the trash that is being produced by AAA gaming. The irony here is that if we want freedom, you want freedom? China is where we're going to have to go. China is not going to regulate our speech. Don't believe me? Go to China. Go to China and see and say the opinions of social media that you can't say on YouTube. Nothing's going to happen to you, right? Over here, we have to come up with all these creative ways. Like, I don't bow to men whose hobby is having testicles to chin in the workplace because they think they're superior to me because there's sexual orientation. How about we're just equals? And whoever sleeps with anybody, it's none of our business. We're here to work. Not in the video game industry. In the video game industry, they show up to be activists. They show up to openly discriminate against Catholics, Christians, any other religion that they think that is, not the right way of thinking. If you're a Catholic, you're a Nazi. That's all. Those are all the two choices. National Socialists, they are the socialists. They are the Marxists. Right? And you guys think that you're going to negotiate with Marxists? Are you insane? Part of the creed is to take over by force. You're not going to negotiate with these people. You're not. Charlie tried. Look where it got him. You want to go ahead and try? Go ahead and try. No, these people must be defeated. They must be defeated. And you don't have to act the way they do, but you definitely have to make better choices in gaming. We don't have to support communists in gaming. We don't have to support left-wing lunatics in gaming. We don't have to support anybody who loves Antifa burning down our cities in gaming. We don't have to support anybody that wants to silence anybody else because of their faith. You have a bunch of channels pretending, oh, nothing's happening. Oh, look, this is the latest thing. Oh, Nintendo. Oh, PlayStation. Are you insane? Those are your viewers. It's your viewers they're talking about. I don't know what's worse. These idiots on X, Blue Sky, and everywhere else celebrating death. Or these people that are making money on social media pretending that everything's fine, everything's great. Oh yeah, Bethesda, oh, great company, can't wait for the latest gold. Guys, I know I have the gift of gab. I could sit here and go, the latest game from Bethesda. Hey guys, let's talk about it. You guys tell me, how can I do that? How can I do that when this company is promoting things that will directly affect my family? Support things that are being forced upon our children in the school systems. Forced, not a choice. The reason other countries are blowing us out of the water, like China, is that they go to school to learn. They don't have time for all this crap. They go to school 6 days out of the week to learn math, science, social studies, everything that's important, everything they're going to need to live a productive life, they're learning. They're not learning about who's doing this and that and the other. Have you seen the comic that was put up by the person that works on the Sega comic that's meant for kids about sexuality? Are you nuts? Sega, what the hell's going on? It's everywhere, guys. It's everywhere. If you're gonna sit there on social media and doom scroll or light, how about you just take a couple of minutes to tell some people to fuck off? That it's not okay to be exposing kids to this. Your kids specifically. That it's not okay to advocate for the death of Christians. That it's not okay to call everybody you disagree with Nazis and fascists. They didn't want to deal with Charlie Kirk? Well, guess what? The extremists are there. What you feared the most, the Nazis, that's what you're building out there. Because they're not listening to moderates anymore. And part of the problem is that all of you that are silent out there, if you don't talk, if you don't speak out, kids are going to listen to the people that are speaking out. If you don't sit there and defend anything of value to you, the people that are willing to stand up, those are the ones that the kids are hearing. Look at how Gen Z is trending. They make me look moderate. I speak to these young people today, and they're extreme far right. If you think I'm being unkind, if my words are hurting you, you should see what they say about you.
New videos every Monday and Sunday. Thank you for joining me on another episode of the Gen X Gamer. Remember to like and subscribe, click that notification bell, and remember, never ever be afraid to be happy. I'll catch you on the next one. Take care.